Is the Ranger's class completely broken beyond repair? Is it unplayable? Well, if you're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which Baldur's Gate 3 is based on, that's going to depend on who you ask. It's one of the reasons why Larian Studios has completely sidestepped that issue and gone on to make their own little tweaks to the class. And while you won't be able to run around with your own long-term pet like you could in Dungeons & Dragons, they have made some very interesting changes to the favored enemy and natural explorer. We're going to focus primarily on that, and we will be addressing in a future video whether or not the Ranger class from 5th edition could ever truly be realized in Baldur's Gate 3. To start with, you see that I have a Ranger already made, and we're going to talk about our favored enemy in this game. Favored enemy is going to grant you some interesting passives. For instance, you gain proficiency in Arcana if you use Keeper of the Veil, and you can cast protection from good and evil. If you were to go Bounty Hunter, you gain proficiency in Investigation and learn the Thieves' Cant passive, normally only available to rogues. Creatures you restrain have a harder time escaping. And that really plays into a really deep part of the Bounty Hunter theme. You want to be able to track down the rogues that are using this language. You want to be able to catch them. I'm very excited for that. We have Mage Breaker, perhaps one of the most interesting of all. You will gain proficiency with Arcana and the True Strike cantrip, which gives you advantage on attack rolls against the creature, with Wisdom being your spell casting ability for the spell. You also have Ranger Knight. You've sworn to serve the crown or nation and seek to bring its foes to ruin. You'll gain proficiency with History, and very interesting for this class, Heavy Armor. We also have Sanctified Stalker, where you will gain Religion and the Sacred Flame cantrip, which deals 1d8 radiant using Wisdom ability for the spell. Very different from what you would see in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, but that's not all. We also have Natural Explorer. With this, you can gain one of 5 bonuses. Beast Tamer, you have cultivated a strong bond with animals and can cast Find Familiar as a ritual. Urban Tracker, an expert at navigating the wild within the city, you gain proficiency with Disguise and Thieves' tools. And 3 resistances. Wasteland Wanderer for cold, Wasteland Wanderer for fire, and Wasteland Wanderer for poison. For these, you'll gain a resistance to each of the damage types, and you will in fact only take half damage from them, making it a very situational bonus. And definitely the favored enemy is the better bonus of the two. Let's also talk about hit dice for a moment. They are very sturdy with hit points 12, and that's your D12 roll as your maximum. You'll also get your strength saving throw proficiency, dex saving throw proficiency, light armor, medium armor, shield proficiency, simple weapon proficiency, and martial weapon proficiency. Now that is a lot to go over, so let's get into the game and see exactly how the Ranger is in action. First though, if you don't want to be caught by surprise when our videos make their grand entrance, make sure that you stay subscribed by coming to our lovely blue icon right here, hitting the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. If you don't, you might find yourself missing out on something big. Now here we are in our first battle. We've been going at it for a little bit. We have this pesky ranged little imp up here shooting at us. We've almost taken him down. We should be able to just fire upon him, 90% chance to hit. And if we look at our actual stats, you'll see that our current ranged attack is 1d6 plus 3 piercing, which means if we hit, we will absolutely take down the imp's life. And there we go. The Ranger is going to be very, very good at ranged combat, which is one of the reasons why I really, really like the True Strike cantrip. It is a concentration spell, but because we're ranged, that's typically not an issue. And so, has the Ranger redeemed himself in the eyes of those who think he just wasn't good in 5th edition? Have they brought him down to those who think that he should have been left alone? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I am Nidinoski, and as always, have fun.